Hari Om children. Children, today we will read about effect of heat on matter. Whenever heat is applied to a substance, it goes through various changes, such as first one is changes in states of matter, second one is thermal expansion, and the third one is the chemical change. Whenever heat energy is supplied to a matter, either it will gain the heat energy, otherwise it will lose the heat energy and it will change from one state to another. For example, you might have observed water is liquid in you can say the at room temperature only, but whenever we are keeping that water inside the freezer of the refrigerator, you might have observed it will convert it into ice. Okay, and the same ice, whenever we will take it out to the outside only, then you might have observed it will again converted into water only. Similarly, when we will boil the water, you might have observed it is converted into gaseous state, that is the steam or water vapor. Clear children? Similarly, not only this temperature but also pressure plays an important role in the case of the matter. Okay, that means what? You might have observed LPG cylinder you are using at home, otherwise the oxygen cylinders you might have observed in the hospitals we are providing to the patients, okay, those who are having the breathing problem. Actually, as you know that oxygen is a gas, okay, but by applying the high pressure, under high pressure we can convert into the liquid form and we are keeping inside the cylinders. Similarly, our LPG, it is also in the liquid form. Okay children, now let's come to read one by one. Okay, what are the changes of state, that means how the matter changes from one state to another. Okay, one by one we will read. Clear? Children, at first let's read about change of a solid to a liquid. Change of a solid to a liquid. Here I want to give you the example of the ice. At first, you might have observed whenever we are keeping the ice on a tray, okay, at room temperature only, it will absorb or it will gain the heat energy from its surrounding, so that its molecules will vibrate from from each other and it will just start melting, okay, or it will convert it into liquid state, that is the water. Clear children? Now here another example I want to give you, that is the melting of the candle. Here children, you can see candle, it is there, it is burning, okay. Actually the candle, it was in the solid form only, okay, but whenever I lit the fire, you can see that the wax melt, okay, and here you can see the wax gathered here, okay, that means the wax, okay, it is melting down. Clear? That means it is converted from solid to liquid state. Clear children? Now here I want to explain you what is melting and what is melting point. The definition of the melting and melting point. The definition of the melting is the process by which a solid is converted into liquid, that is known as the melting, and for this process constant temperature is required, and this constant temperature, okay, or the constant temperature by which a solid is converted into liquid state, that is known as the melting point. Okay, now next one we will read. Children, our next point is change of a liquid to a solid. Change of a liquid to a solid. You take the example of the water to ice. Okay, during particularly summer season, all of you are doing, okay, you are keeping the water inside the freezer and after some time you are getting the ice. Here I want to show you the example. You can see children, here it is the tray, okay, and this tray only I put water only inside the freezer, okay, and after 2 to 3 hours, whenever I just I have opened this one, you can see this is the ice, this is the solid form, okay, that means from water to ice, that what you can say that from the liquid state the matter is changes to the solid state. Clear children? Now here two definitions you have to remember. The two definitions are what? Liquid to solid, that is solidification or freezing. The process by which a liquid is changes to solid state, that is known as the solidification or freezing, okay. And the freezing point, next is the freezing point, the particular temperature or the constant temperature which is required for the conversion of a liquid to solid, that is known as the freezing point. Here another thing I want to say you, that is the melting point of ice and the freezing point of water both are same. Okay, that is 0 degree Celsius. Clear? Children, next we will read about change of a liquid to a gas. Change of a liquid to a gas. Here the same example I want to give you, that is the water to water vapor. Whenever we heat water, it changes to water vapor or steam, which is gaseous form. Okay, so now let's see the activity, how it is happening. Now children, here you can say water is boiling. Okay, so whenever we heat the water is just boiling, and after that it will converted into water vapor or steam. Okay, as it is the gaseous form, so it is not visible to the eye, but you can see here. Okay, you can see here that it is coming out. Okay, the water vapor or steam, it is coming out. So here I can say that the liquid form of matter, it is converted into gaseous form. Here you can see, children, how it is coming out. Okay, see here, once again I want to show you. You can see, okay, how it is coming out. So this is the conversion of the liquid to gaseous form. So children, the conversion of liquid to gas, it is actually known as the vaporization. It is divided into two types. One is the evaporation, another one is the boiling. Evaporation, it takes place in, you can say, at all temperature. Okay, so during evaporation what will happen? Matter absorbs the heat energy from its surrounding only, and it is converted into water vapor or steam. But during boiling, what happens? In the case of the boiling, it requires so much heat energy. Okay, so and also it requires the constant temperature, we can say, which is known as the boiling point. The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. Clear, children? Now you can understand, I think, for boiling, you can say the so much heat energy will be required. Okay, whenever we will heat the water, I have shown you how the water is boiling and it is converted into water vapor or steam. Okay, and the constant temperature which is required for the conversion of the liquid to gas. Okay, or for boiling, we can say liquid to gas. I have told you evaporation is also taking place. So here we have to remember the constant temperature which is required for boiling. It is known as the boiling point. Clear? Children, this class up to this much. In the next class, I will explain the leftover points. Thank you, children.